Have you ever wondered how you can grow nice, thick, healthy hair? Well, you have clicked on the right video because in this video, I will be sharing with you 5 top vitamins that you need to take in order to grow nice, healthy hair. And the first one we are going to discuss is vitamin A. Did you think of that one? Well, if you did, you are right. Now, I do have some of these vitamins right in front of me, right here. So, this is the one that I take, and I'm going to put it up on the screen right here. And this one is called Nature's Truth. And that is just the brand name. And this is 10,000 IU vitamin A, and I do take this vitamin A. Now, why would you want to include vitamin A in your daily intake of vitamins? Vitamin A helps your sebaceous gland to produce sebum. Sebum basically is oil that comes from the oil gland. So another name for sebaceous gland is oil gland, and another name for sebum is oil. So the oil that is produced from the sebaceous gland or the oil gland, that oil lubricates your scalp. Also, vitamin A helps your cells to grow. So if vitamin A helps your cells to grow, remember that our hair is a cell. Our hair is produced by a cell. So this cell is in your bloodstream. The structures that are associated with the hair root are papilla and the hair bulb. Those are the two important parts. Now, the hair bulb is connected to the papilla. The papilla is filled with rich blood supply where the hair cell is produced. So if you take vitamin A and vitamin A helps cells to grow, then it means that it would help your hair cells to grow. So that in itself shows that vitamin A plays an important role in hair growth. Of course, like any other vitamins, if you are already getting your vitamin A from your food supply, then there is absolutely no need for you to take vitamin A. So that's just a caution. So look at your diet. If your diet is filled with things that already contain vitamin A, then perhaps you could be taking too much vitamin A. So remember, too much of anything is never good. So before you start taking any supplement, check your diet and see if your diet is already providing you with the amount of vitamin A you need for the day before you start to take any vitamins. Now, the next vitamin that we are going to look at is vitamin D. Yes. So while it is that we get vitamin D from the sun, which is awesome because we are black women, we are filled with melanin. And one function of the melanin is to protect our skin or our inner organs from the ultraviolet rays. So it does provide a block for us against the sun. So because of that, we might not be getting enough vitamin D, and it's the reason why we want to take the vitamin D orally. So, of course, I did mention that I do have the vitamin D that I take, and this is the vitamin D that I take. I'll put it up right here. And this is the Nature's Bounty D3, and this is 25 mcg or 1000 IU. And it says that it helps to support strong bones and immune health. But of course, we know that it can help with hair growth. So if you're having excessive shedding, it could mean that your vitamin D level is low. And so incorporating vitamin D in your daily intake in terms of your vitamins can help with lessening your hair shedding. Now, before you go ahead and take vitamin D, you want to make sure that you check with your health practitioners before your healthcare provider before incorporating vitamin D, because you do not want to be taking vitamin D if your body already has enough vitamin D. So a good way to know is to have a blood test done, and that will show if your vitamin D level is where it should be or if it is lower. So the fact that vitamin D helps with excessive hair shedding, this is one reason why vitamin D is so important because if you are low on your vitamin D level, what can happen is that your hair will stay in the resting stage. Your hair goes through three main categories of hair growth phase. And the first one is anagen. This is where your hair is actively growing. And then we have catagen. And this is where your hair now, the old hair that is in the follicle, is disattached from the popular and a new hair starts to grow. And then now you have telogen where your hair goes into a resting stage. And then now after while the hair is growing because it's in the catagen stage, the hair, no, the anagen stage rather, the hair grows up and pushes the old hair out. And that is how you have hair shedding. Now, if you are low on your vitamin D, what happens is that your hair is disattaching from the papilla and falling out without having new hair coming up. And if that is happening, you're going to have thinning hair, or you could experience baldness where your hair becomes so thin where you start to have bald patches. So, to combat that, if you are experiencing this, then you want to check to see your vitamin D level because this could be just what your body needs in order to correct that excessive shedding. And if the excessive shedding stops, then of course you're going to have nice, thick, healthy hair. And I'm sure that's what you want, isn't it? And another supplement you want to include is iron. Now, if you are not low on iron, you are good. You're okay. Okay. But if you are low on iron, then this is the real reason why you could be having thinning hair or excessive shedding. No, let me explain why. Iron helps with your hemoglobin level. What is your hemoglobin level? Your hemoglobin is like a taxi. You ever call a taxi like taxi cab? Can you carry me to point A and point B? So that's what your hemoglobin level is. It takes oxygen to all different parts of your body. If your iron level is low, then your hemoglobin is not going to function properly. And how your body works is that it is going to whatever small amount of iron that it has, it is going to promote it to the areas that needs it the most. Now, what are the areas that are going to need it the most when your iron level is low? It is going to be your vital organs that it is going to promote it to. Because think about it. If we lose our hair, can we live without our hair? Absolutely. But can we live without our kidneys and liver and you name it? Can we live without those things? Absolutely not. So your body is going to focus on the areas that need to get it so that you can live. So you have to give your body enough iron supply so that the hemoglobin can function properly, so that it can take oxygen to the cells that create hair. So if your iron level is low, then that could be one reason why your hair has stopped growing or it is shedding excessively or you're seeing that your hair, you start to have bald patches. Why? Because your iron level is so low and so your body is focusing on the more important parts. So with that in mind, like I said earlier, you don't want to go and just start taking iron just like that. Always check first to make sure. But once your iron level is back to where it is, I can guarantee you that you are going to see improvement in your hair growth as well as the thickness and how it looks. Now, if you don't know, iron is married to vitamin C. Did you hear about it? So you need vitamin C for the absorption of iron. So you can't take iron without vitamin C. Please remember also that iron can cause constipation and it will make your stool look dark. So taking vitamin C will also help to make your stool not hard so you don't end up with constipation. So how does vitamin C help to promote hair growth and to make your hair look nice and thick? Now, the main function of vitamin C is to help our immune system to function properly, right? And the fact that it helps the absorption of iron, it means then that it would aid in your iron being absorbed so you can benefit from it. Also, it helps with oxidative stress. And you know that any form of stress can affect the hair follicle. So, hence the reason why, while vitamin C itself does not have a direct link to hair growth, it can help to promote hair growth because it does support the absorption of iron and also to help with oxidative stress that can affect your hair follicle. So, take your vitamin C. Now, let's look at vitamin E. Now, if you know anything about vitamin E, you know that vitamin E is a natural antioxidant. What does that do? That helps to repair our cells or prevent our cells from being damaged by free radicals. So just imagine if your hair cells are not being damaged and they are being protected. You see what we are saying? You see where we're going? It means then that your hair cell will stay in a healthy form, which means that you will have healthy, thick hair. So now you have two antioxidants, the vitamin C and the vitamin E. So both are working together to make sure that your cells that produce your hair stays nice and healthy. Wouldn't you think that something's good? Absolutely. Please bear in mind that all of these vitamins can be obtained through your diet. So if you are already including these things into your diet, you might not have to take these supplements. But if you notice that your diet does not include these vitamins, then of course, go ahead and take them so that you can maximize your hair growth potential because that is what it's all about. Now, there are other things that can cause your hair to become thin, but what can you do? You can go ahead and watch this video next because in this video, I covered the main reason why my hair went thin and what I did in order to make my hair grow back nice and thick and healthy. Especially if you are a woman over the age of 35 into your 40s, then this video you definitely need to watch it.